So we'll switch over. I'm going to take the route, and what I'm doing is what they call a running commentary. Sounds boring, eh? Yeah. A running commentary. Basically, I'm just going to do the same route and do what you did, but I'm going to verbalize everything I'm doing.
Okay.
This here just it just pulls the pieces together.
Yeah.
It just kind of reinforces everything. Okay. So we'll switch over. I don't really have to readjust too much here.
Yeah.
Seems to be all right. My mirrors too, they're good. So they won't ask you to back out of a space, because you'll start facing forward. So in reverse, I'm going to signal left because my back end's going that way. And before I move, I just scan around, make sure nobody's around my vehicle. And also I keep moving around, exaggerate my head movements a little bit to make it more obvious to the examiner that I'm looking around. Before you start, they'll say, when scanning, please move your head and not just your eyes. You can wear a baseball cap so they see this part here moving in their peripheral vision. So I'm just scanning under the truck to see if anything's coming. And when I stop here, when you stopped here, I can still see the crosswalk, so that's what you want. Then I'm just keeping an eye on the traffic light over here to see when it turns yellow. Yellow, guys slowing down, no traffic from that side, green light, good to go. So you chose the correct lane, and then you made your automatic right lane change here, picking up your speed at the same time. Right turn. I'm just going to approach cautiously so that if something's coming over the hill, we have time to stop. I'm assuming the speed limit is 50 here, but I'm only going 40 because it's pretty bumpy.
Yeah.
Complete stop here before the sidewalk. And then you crawled out, scanning. You see how I lean forward, dude? It just makes it more obvious that I'm scanning, right?
Right.
And I'll do the 3-point turn. Signal, mirror, you checked your right blind spot before pulling over too. A lot of people forget that part. 3-second stop. Signal, mirror, blind stop. Or blind spot. Not stop. I'm going to avoid dry steering by turning my wheels while the car is still in motion. If you avoid dry steering like this, you don't need it for your road test, but it preserves the life of your tires a little bit longer, so you're not grinding the rubber into the road when your car's not moving.
Yeah.
Signal. Right at the edge. Oop. So again, it's 50, but it'd be kind of reckless to go 50 right now.
Yeah.
Now I can just kind of gradually bring my speed up to as close to 50 as I can get it. There we go. I'm at 49. Doesn't seem too bad.
No.
Except for that one.
Yeah, that speed bump.
Yeah.
My buddy lives right there, so
Oh, you're familiar with it?
I'm familiar.
Yeah. And the left turn here. Because it's at an offset angle here, I'm just going to turn to the right a little bit and match my bumpers up with the curb. So it gives more space for like a large vehicle to get around the corner, get around my car. And then parking on a hill, signal, mirror right blind spot. And it was perfectly okay for you to think about what you were doing here. Because you were starting to turn it the wrong way, right? But
Yeah.
you got it. You turned it to the left in neutral. And you let it rest gently against the curb into park, engage parking brake. You straighten the wheels before going. Drive, signal, mirror, blind spot. As soon as that line disappears from my view, I stop. .90-degree left turn, sort of. It's kind of an offset intersection there. And I'll assume it's 50. There's no posted speed. You feel the little bump in the seat. That's evidence that I've come to a full stop. The examiners look for that. And a right turn. Lights red, preparing for it to turn green. Complete stop behind the line. And then I'm going to crawl out there with my foot pressure on the brake. And lights yellow, they're slowing down, so it looks good. I can go. So you notice that when I stopped, I positioned my vehicle so it was at an angle a little bit, and then crawled out at an angle.
Yeah.
So my turn wasn't too wide. I didn't. No part of my vehicle entered the other lane.
All right.
And then, so it's 60 here. I'm going to make a left turn at the lights. If you notice you're going over, you need 5 seconds to bring it back down again. Signal, mirror, blind spot. Good general rule of thumb is to wait until you get to about the last 3 broken yellow lines before crawling in there. Red light, green light. Everything changes quickly, so I'm just going to roll in here. And another rule of thumb when you're rolling in, keeping the wheels straight, is leave your back tires inside the crosswalk lines, so you don't go out too far. Instead of going back to the road test center, I'm just going to do the reverse and forward parking here. There's a spot right here. Probably won't like it that I'm using that the spot, but that's okay. Signal right, and I'm going to be about this far away from the bumpers, and I'm going to stop when I see his brake light in the small window right about there. My shoulders lined up in this space here, about 3/4 of the way. Reverse, crank, little shot of gas to get the car going, and then foot's back on the brake, looking around. Looks like I got the right amount of space here, and then I'm straight with the walls, so wheels straight, and I just stop when I get the nose out of the laneway. Engage parking brake, and then I'm going to lean forward and use my right signal. Then I'll do the forward parking. Let's see, is there a space? No. Okay, I'll just park it on the other side. So you did this well, like swinging it out. A wide right turn, signaled right. And there we go. Parking brake.
All right.
Did I pass?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to do really well on your road test. I can tell you that. just get out there like about an hour or so and scout the place out, like just kind of scope it out. So you know, if there's any weird anomalies on the route, in the road test area, around the, you know, the I don't know if you know the route at all. Did you?
No.
No.
My girlfriend just did hers yesterday, so she's gonna
show you.
Yeah, she said
Oh,
she's
good.
gonna help.
Okay, so yeah, just go and practice that route. Basically, get to know it. All the weird anomalies. We'll start heading back to Lively on that day too, like so that if there's any construction that pops up overnight, you'll be aware of that.
Yeah.
Did she pass?
Yeah, she did.
Good.
Yeah.
Did she take any course or?
Yeah, she took the Laurentian one though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Same one. We are Laurentian now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're going to be. They bought the TTC bought Laurentian driving school about the way I think it was last year, and so you'll see very shortly. I actually got an email yesterday saying that this car now it's going to be taken away from me for a little while to put the new decals on. It's all going to be Laurentian.
Huh.
Yeah, they're rebranding.
Yeah.
Because they want to keep it separate from the other part of their business, which is transport training.
Oh, okay.
And that's where they make their big bucks, is with the transports. They're like, their courses, man, 10,000, 10 grand or more.
Just to be a transport.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This, like, we're the driving, the G license, we're all over Lake Ontario, almost every city, big city, even small cities. Like there's one in Kirkland Lake and Elliott Lake, Timmins, all these smaller cities.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Also St. John's, and there's one more province that they're in as well. And it's a small part of their business.
Yeah.
Compared to the transport stuff.